Hey everybody, Dr. Pingle here. This is a quick video on importing images into CloudCompare as meshes. So a lot of times what we do is we import images as elevations, right? So if we have a digital terrain model or something, we want to bring that in and visualize that. Along with it, we would do that, and we might bring things in as a point cloud. Sometimes the images that we have are something else, and we can bring those in as rasters or as points as well if we wanted to, and sometimes that's appropriate. But in this case, what I want to do is show you a floor plan being brought in as a mesh, because sort of the page is the thing, and we're gonna work with it like that. So I've got a TIFF file that Addison had gotten a hold of, and this represents the second floor of Wallace, and over here I have the geoslam of the second floor of Wallace. So we bring this in, and what we get is a question here: do you want to bring it in as a cloud or a texture quad? And we want to bring it in as a texture quad. So if we hit no, that map is going to show up here, and clearly the scale is wrong. It doesn't know anything about that scale. So we're gonna have to rescale it. So we can do the same things that we always do. We can apply a multiple to it. Maybe ballpark this at 3. That's still too small. Maybe 3 more. There we go. That's starting to get close. And then you can do the things with it that you can always do, right? So we can move this thing around. So we can kind of recenter it there. We can look at it from the top down and try to get it a little bit closer here. There we go. So we still have some scale issues to resolve, but it's just basically this kind of iterative process of going back and forth until we get something that looks pretty good. You'll notice that as we slide around, this map is actually coming in at 0. So that's an important thing to kind of pay attention to. So you may very well want to kind of shift the coordinates of this around as appropriate. All right, that's the gist. Thanks. Oh, one last thing, I guess, before we wrap up. The same thing can apply, by the way, if you wanted to do this image in kind of another dimension. So, for instance, let's say you're building a trail model and you wanted to show an image that you've captured along the trail. Well, you could take this and you could reorient it, right? So you can go up here and apply a transformation, and we could, for instance, do a rotation of 90 degrees in, I suppose we probably want the Y plane. Oops, that's a translation. We don't want to do that. We would want to set this for the Y plane rather than the Z plane, and we'd get something that looks like that. Looks like we'd probably want to do that in the X plane maybe, but that's the overall gist. If you need to kind of reposition these, that's another idea for you. All right.